A very good morning, friends. So, I hope you're all safe as well as healthy. Well, today in this particular video, we are going to discuss a very common kind of a concept which is there in a lot of Indias, and that's what I call it as a UOD. That's called the unwinding of discount. Typically, what we're discussing is that when a company makes a purchase of inventory and that is on a deferred settlement terms, that means you enter into a contract, but the payment of the inventory is going to be made at a later date. So naturally, there is an element of finance, you can say a finance cost in terms of inventory valuation. So we want to find out that what does Index 2 speak on this, and the para number 18 talks about the concept of a deferred settlement terms. Let's dig this in terms of the para number 18, understanding the concept of UOD, that's called the unwinding of discount. CA फाइनल और CA इंटरमीडिएट के बच्चे जो अपनी तैयारी कर रहे हैं मई 22 के लिए या नवंबर 22 के लिए, उनके लिए एक मेगा ऑफर्स और इन मेगा ऑफर्स से आप एक मेगा सक्सेस अचीव करें। इस वक्त आप अपनी सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान करते हैं 11 फरवरी ऑनवर्ड्स, तो आपको इसके अंदर प्लस और आइकॉनिक बैचेस के अंदर डिस्काउंट मिलेगा, जिसके अंदर आपको 10% एक तो प्राइस ड्रॉप है और साथ में आपको 10% और डिस्काउंट मिलेगा कोड इस्तेमाल करने पे। यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं सीए फाइनल ग्रुप 1 के प्लस और आइकॉनिक बैचेस के अंदर 4 मंथ्स, 6 मंथ्स, 12 मंथ्स, 24 मंथ्स और 36 मंथ्स की अलग अलग आपको ऑफर्स मिलेंगी, जिनके अंदर ऑलरेडी एक 10% रिडक्शन है और आप मेरा कोड इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं CAKB10 और आप ये 10+10 डिस्काउंट अवेल कर सकते हैं। यानी कि इस वक्त बिल्कुल सही मौका है अपने फाइनल की पढ़ाई को अगर आप अच्छे से प्लान करना चाहते हैं तो ये अलग अलग ऑफर्स आपके पास हैं जो आपके प्लान को सूट करता हो, जिसके अंदर आपको टाइम्स लाइन ठीक बैठे, उन्हें आप चूज कर सकते हैं। ऐसे ही इंटरमीडिएट के बच्चों के लिए भी अलग अलग प्लान्स प्लस और आइकॉनिक बैचेस के अवेलेबल हैं, जिनमें आपके पास 4 मंथ्स, 6 मंथ्स, 12 मंथ्स, 18 मंथ्स और 24 मंथ्स के प्लान्स हैं। ये लिमिटेड पीरियड ऑफर्स हैं और इसके अंदर आज से यानी कि 11 फरवरी से ये ऑफर्स आपको अवेलेबल होंगी। तो आप मेरा कोड इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं CAKB10 एंड यू कैन अवेल दीज ऑफर्स 10% रिडक्शन प्लस अ 10% कोड डिस्काउंट। तो अचीव कीजिए मेगा सक्सेस with these mega offers. Let's crack it. Para number 18, as you can see, makes a very clear-cut mention that entity may purchase inventories on a deferred settlement terms. When the arrangement effectively contains a financing element, that element, for example, a difference between the purchase price for a normal credit terms and the amount paid is recognized as an interest expense over the period of financing. Let's take a very basic example to understand this. Let's say, for example, that if I were to purchase an inventory outrightly, we would have to pay, let's say, 1 lakh rupees today. But let's say the supplier allows you a credit period of 2 years and you're going to pay 1,21,000, let's say after 2 years. So the difference between 1,21,000, the amount which we're going to pay, versus the amount of 1 lakh rupees, which is based on a normal credit term, that 21,000 represents the finance cost over a period of 2 years. So how would you put your journal entries in terms of accounting? If I make a purchase of the inventory today, I'm going to put the entry inventory account debit to creditors, and that is 1 lakh rupee. The inventory would of course be recorded at 1 lakh rupees, which is the price which you would pay today, and the creditors also gets recorded at 1 lakh. Then at the end of the first year, we're going to do the unwinding of discount, put the entry finance charge account debit to creditors, that is, let's say with a 10% interest rate, comes to 10,000. And then at the end of second year, you would again take another finance cost and put the entry finance charge to creditors with 11,000, because 1 lakh plus another 10, so there would be a compounding. So on 1 lakh 10,000, you take a 10% interest, that's 11,000. So at the end of the second year, the total amount of creditors in the books of accounts would stand at 121. So you put the entry creditors to bank and pay that 1,21,000, which means that the inventory gets recorded in the balance sheet at 1 lakh rupees only, and the 21,000 is getting recorded in the form of finance cost. In the first year 10,000 and in the second year 11,000. This is what we call technically in Ind AS as well as in IFRS the concept of unwinding of discount. Interestingly, this particular concept was not given in IGAP in terms of accounting standards, but you can see that in terms of Ind AS, this is a very, very prevalent concept. That's all in this particular video. Thank you for watching. Wait for some more interesting issues coming on this Ind AS. Thank you. Bye-bye and take care.